Good morning, everybody. Sorry about that. I had a little bit of technical difficulty. Still learning how to get this live stream working properly. I hope you're all having a good morning today. It's our first live stream in a really long time, so it's good to be back. Today is a snow day, so we're going, where I am anyway, so we're going to be making hot chocolate. Just give me a moment to pull up the chat so I can chat with you if you come in and say something. Still vertical. We're still horizontal, I mean. What's going on? All right, well, you know what? We're just going to go with it. We're going to flip the camera today. We're going to make it work. And I'm going to figure out what to do about that before our next live. All right, so hopefully everybody's having a great day today. I'm going to do an experiment. I'm going to make hot chocolate in my Ninja blender. I've never done that before. This is a hot cold blender. I've used the cold function many times to make ice cream, but I haven't really used the hot function very often. I've made soup one time. So I figured yesterday I made hot chocolate because we had another snow day. And I figured this might be actually easier because in this blender you can cook and blend. So we're going to give it a try. So let's see. We're going to experiment together today. And if anybody wants to chat in the chat room, I'm here and would love to talk to you. So come on in and say hello. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to make dairy-free hot chocolate. And the first thing we're going to start with, we got our blender. We have almond milk. I do like to use either almond milk, oat milk, or coconut milk for making hot chocolate. Today we're going to go with almond milk. If you want it extra creamy, I recommend using oat milk or almond milk. Thankfully, our blender gives us the measurements on the side to make it easier. I'm going to use this cup, so I'm going to measure using this cup. It's a big cup, so I'm not going to fill it all the way up. So 1 cup. Two cups. And 3 cups. Okay, that should be more than enough hot chocolate for us today. All right. Don't be shy. Say hello. I see some people are here, so come on in and say hello. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add cocoa powder. This is just unsweetened cocoa powder. And we're going to put 1 tablespoon per cup of milk. So that's 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then now we're going to sweeten it. You can sweeten it a variety of ways. I'm going to use just old-fashioned, regular old white sugar today. But you can use, if you want to make it sugar-free, you can use stevia or another sugar-free sweetener. You can also use maple syrup. That doesn't make it sugar-free, but that's another delicious way to make it. But today we're just going to use regular sugar, white sugar. So this part is going to be your preference of how sweet you want it to be. I usually do about 1 tablespoon per cup. And then yesterday we realized that really wasn't that sweet enough. So I'm going to add just 1 extra in to see if that does it for us. The chocolate is very rich. And today I'm going to add just a touch of salt. And you don't really want a lot of salt at all. Just a little bit of a sprinkle because it helps bring out the taste of the chocolate. But I'm just going to do that much. That's not a lot at all. So don't overdo it with that. All right. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to put on our lid. Oh, wait. I almost forgot something. I usually put this in later. So let's go ahead and get it starting to boil, and then I'll put that in. Like I said, we're experimenting with the blender. So we got to put our lid on. And make sure we do that the right way so we don't make a big old mess. All right. Now this blender is very heavy. It's a great blender. I love making ice cream with it, but it is very heavy. So if you don't like a heavy blender, I wouldn't recommend. But I would recommend if that doesn't bother you, it is really good for making ice cream. And let's see if it makes good hot chocolate. So right here, it's going to show, we're going to turn it on, and we're going to want to cook, as we want to boil our milk. And we're going to cook on, let's go medium. Now, before it gets to boiling, I am going to give it a little bit of a blend, so beware, it will be loud for a minute. We're going to go ahead and blend it. All right, now we will blend it again before it's done, but that'll get us started. So now we're just waiting for the milk to heat up. And once it's heated up, we'll give it another blend or so, another few blends, and then we'll have some delicious hot chocolate. Oh my goodness, my lid isn't even on all the way after I said not to do that. Okay. All right, there we go. So is anybody having a snow day where they live? Where you live? We got about 6 inches of snow here. So we haven't had snow in a while. We had a little bit of snow last year, but this is our first big snow in a year or two, I think. And everybody in my house is home from school today. So you might hear them walking around. I think I know somebody that wants to try the hot chocolate. All right, okay. So we're just waiting for the milk to heat up. It doesn't feel hot yet. Oh, you know what? Is it on pause? No, it's saying heat is on. Heat is on. There we go. So it counts the time that you're cooking it to. Since it's the first time of me making this in the blender, I'm not 100% sure how long it's going to take. But we're just going to feel our way and feel when it's warm. So I'm really excited to be back and doing live streams with you again. We're going to be doing live streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 a.m. And then we'll have videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then we'll take the weekends off. But you don't have to take the weekends off because I have so many videos in my archive that you can check out. I have cooking videos and craft videos. Enough to keep you very busy if you're having a snow day or for any day. Okay, so it is starting to get a little warm. I'm going to move it up to, I want to go ahead and cook it on high actually, because that'll just, oh, there we go. We're going to cook it on high. Oh, I see a chat in the chat room. Thank you, Jim. I love you too. I'm just glad that you get to join us today because you're home on a snow day. If anybody else would like to chat, I'd love to chat with you. Leave a message in the chat block, and I will be happy to chat with you. So I am very interested to hear what other kinds of things you'd like to make together. Either crafts or recipes. I know when we do live streams, it can't be anything too complicated, at least until I get used to using the camera live. So nothing too complicated, but definitely still delicious and fun. But then again, anyway, any suggestions you have for videos, whether they be videos or live streams, recipes you're interested in learning, crafts you're interested in making. How do you peel a banana? That ought to be a video. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, Jim. Thank you. That should be an easy one to do. Right now that it's starting to get warm, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the top. And be careful because it will be hot in there. And I'm going to add some of these plant-based chocolate chips, which are very good, by the way. They're new. I haven't seen them until this season. I put about a quarter cup in there, maybe a little more. Depends on how chocolatey you want this to be. And we're just going to continue to let it cook for a little bit longer. Oh, I'm going to give it a quick blend. Okay, we're going to let that heat up a little more. So we're back. It's a new year. I hope everybody had a good holiday, if you celebrate. And if you don't celebrate, I hope you had a good winter break so far. All right, so just a few more minutes and we will have hot chocolate. I know when I first made hot chocolate from scratch, I thought it would be very complicated, but it's actually pretty easy. Now, if you do not have this blender, do not worry. You can still make this at home very easily. The only thing you're going to do different is instead of boiling it in a blender, you're going to boil it on your stove in a pot. And it's very easy. So, instead of blending, you'll stir, you'll mix. You don't have to mix it the entire time, just every once in a while until all your chocolate chips are melted. Thank you, Jim Fromm. I know you like the hot chocolate and you'll be drinking it shortly. Had some yesterday. It was very good. Now, yesterday I cooked it in a pot on the stove, and it was just as good. Hopefully it'll be just as good here. This is, like I said, the first time I'm using my hot cold blender for hot chocolate. But I really want to get some use out of it, since I don't use it very often. Let's see. It is getting warm, but it's not super hot. Let's make it a little bit hotter. I see there's some of you here watching. Hello. Feel free to say something in the chat. I'd love to chat with you. We're making hot chocolate from scratch. And like I said, I thought it would be very complicated to make hot chocolate from scratch, but it really isn't. It's pretty easy. So, does anybody out there celebrate Valentine's Day? The reason I'm asking is because it's coming up, and I do like to make some crafts for Valentine's Day. If you watched yesterday's video, I made a really cute Cupid's arrows. I'm planning on making some more tumbling tower block creations. Those do seem to get a lot of views, but I am interested. Are you guys bored with those? Or you want more? I do have several boxes left, so I will be making some more, but if you guys are bored with those, I'm not going to make them forever. Just let me know. Should I order more blocks or not? All right, I see more people coming in. Welcome. I'm glad to see you today. Feel free to leave a message in the chat. Again, we're making hot chocolate, and we're going to be using my Ninja hot cold blender. This is the first time I've made it in a blender. We're experimenting. Seems like it's going well so far. I am going to give it a little bit of pulse. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's never happened before. I think my lid wasn't on tight enough. Everybody make sure your lid's on tight enough. That's not a mess we want to make today. I've done that before, and I don't want to do it again. Anybody else blended without the lid before? That's messy. Honestly, why does it even let you do it? I know I had a blender before in the past, and it wouldn't work if you didn't have your lid on. So I'm not really sure why they don't do that with every blender. It seems like it should be a common thing in blenders, you know? All right, so it's really warm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the heat, stop it from cooking, and then I'm going to just blend it a bit. Blend. We're going to go low. That should do it. So let's see. Let's see if it worked. Move it away a little bit. I got my hot chocolate mug. Cute mug, got it at the Dollar Tree. Perfect for this snow day. Alright, so here we go. We got nice and hot. Steaming, smells good. Oh, this looks even better than yesterday. Yum. All right. I'm going to have a taste tester come in. Would you like to be my taste tester? No? Too early for hot chocolate for you. You'll try it later. My other taste tester will be here soon. So let's pour a cup for us. Do you want some later? Okay, so I'm going to pour a cup for everybody. And you just don't want to be the first to taste today. All right, so it's very rich. So a little goes a long way. All right, let's see. Oh, don't spill it, try to make it even. Oh, there we go. Spilled it a little. That's okay. That's okay. All right, we're almost done today's live stream. So if anybody is still out there and wants to say something, speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay, or just hold your peace until the next live stream on Thursday. Or leave a comment in the comment section. I really try to comment back on everybody that comments. So feel free to leave me a message at any time. So now's the hard part of the hot chocolate process, which is waiting to try it without burning your tongue. Don't want to try it too soon or you'll burn your tongue. I want to use my spoon here to check something. Let's see. It's really good. All of the chocolate is melted. That's good. If you don't cook it long enough, your chocolate chips will not melt. All right, so that's everything we have to do today. Now we're just going to wait for it to cool off and we're all going to drink some. So I hope you enjoyed this live stream and I hope you come back next Thursday. We already have people waiting for their hot chocolate, so we're going to go. Don't burn your mouth. That's the part that's hard. All right, have a great day, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.